Please take this.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, Satyalakshmi has completed Master of Arts, Rural Development.
Yes.
Has completed Rural Development, and after that, History and Home Science.
Yes.
Okay, about your hobbies, paper crafting. Explain something about it.
Sir, I am doing crafts using colorful papers and the newspapers for home decoration and giving gifts to others.
Okay, how it contribute to as a good administrator? Your hobby.
Sir, it involves creativity. I think creativity is helpful in administrative service.
Okay, so history, anything you can suggest?
Okay. You have got history and home science as optional. Okay. So, suppose in time machine we have to go to the past. So, Sipai Mutiny, I am asking, when it was happened? Sipai revolt or Sipai Mutiny, whatever.
So it was happened in 1857.
Okay. So, had there been a time machine and you have to go back to that because it was the known to be the first independence of history. Okay. So, what was the major loopholes that suppose you was leading that one, and suppose what loopholes you are basically you think that had it been done, we could not have wait for another century, approximately.
So in my opinion, there is a lack of proper planning because everyone was working towards their independence, but there is lack of proper plan.
Proper plan.
Yes, sir.
Uh, Proper plan in the sense, can you elaborate, please?
In the sense, the Sipai was Sipai mutiny was happened due to their major issues, and in the northern side, Jhansi Rani Lakshmibai uh, was fighting for her kingdom. So there was different objective. There was no.
What is the basic thing that was lagging and that's lead to such kind of fiasco? What happened? It's a fiasco, no? We can say that one. Ultimately, British won.
Yes,
So,
sir.
what was our basic things in one sentence or one? You can say
This lack of coordination.
coordination. So, or we can say we have not able to integrity factor was missing. Okay.
Okay.
So, name those who are proved to be the betrayer of that time. Because of them only these things has happened. Who are them? Who are those?
Sir, as per I remember, Maratha.
How
One
the
section of
Marathas?
Maratha.
Okay, okay, fine. So, what about the whole cars? You know,
Yes, it was a one section of Maratha's whole car.
whole cars and Sindhyas.
Yes, sir.
So they are in the appeasement sections of the your British, and because of them only, it was bit we had step back. Okay, what's my
Yes.
point? Okay. So, do you think that who was the your means if we see the temple architecture? So, what kind of your Indian? How many types of temple architectures are visible now?
So, now currently, three types of architecture visible. There is,
Can you write this one here?
so I have to write full sentence.
No, only one, only one. Only one.
Okay.
Nagara and your that is
Dravida and
Besara.
Besara.
So, if we go for this Nagara architecture, so which are the prominent means I mean your architectural monuments that you wanted to inculcate here, include here? Nagara style. Any example, temple example?
Sir, the Banaras Kasi temple.
Very good. Banaras Kasi temple. Very good. Okay. Is it in shrine?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Which type of shrine this one?
Sorry, sir, I'm unable to.
Okay. It is in Lord Shiva. It is in one of the 12
Yes.
Jyotirlinga. Okay, no issue. Dravidian, can you give an example?
Yes, sir. It is Meenakshi temple.
Meenakshi temple. Where is Meenakshi temple?
Sir, it is in Madurai.
Madurai. Where is Madurai?
Sir, it is in Tamil Nadu.
Tamil Nadu. In Besara, give an example.
Sir, currently I am unable to recall it.
Okay. Can you say that Konark temple comes under this?
Sir, it is a subsection of Nagara. Actually.
Nagara or Kalinga architecture? Is not there?
Kalinga architecture is under the Nagara temple
Okay.
subsection of.
Acha. What about the Khajuraho temple?
Khajuraho temple.
Which comes under here? This one.
It will comes under Desara.
Very good. Khajuraho.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Khajuraho temple is world famous, right?
Yes.
Because of its your Greek scriptures. Okay. So which dynasty made this?
Sorry, sir, I am unable to recall it.
Acha,
now.
okay, no problem. Chandela, you remember?
Yes, sir.
In history, there is a mighty. There are so many dynasties that have been that flourished or unseen past. Among that, to whom you, as per your opinion, which dynasty should be as per your impression, you think that they are more mighty than others? Think.
Sir, in my opinion, in ancient era, it is Maurya dynasty.
Maurya dynasty.
Yes.
Okay, that was before Christ.
Yes,
Okay, and during your eddies.
Sir, it is the golden era of Gupta period.
Golden era of Gupta periods.
Yes.
In South India,
In South India, it is the era of Cholas.
eras of Cholas.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Why you choose Chola?
So they are the at that point of time it is termed as the golden era of South India, and they are doing incredibly good in all the sector. For example, agriculture. There is also fertile Kaveri delta, and due to that the trade and commerce flourished, and they are communicating with all the Southeast Asian countries,
Okay.
and their naval system is also developed.
Naval system is also
Developed.
developed. Okay. So, in terms of your Cholas, basically, which are the states that Cholas kingdoms are really prosperous there? Means, I mean, they are really ruled there for, more than your centuries they are ruled there. Which are the current your states are there, basically?
So basically it's Tamil Nadu,
Tamil Nadu only, the reason Cholas are.
Kerala and Tamil Nadu.
Kerala, Tamil Nadu, and
Yes, sir.
Karnataka also, part also. Cholas are there. What are the significant contributions to the Cholas in our Indian trade?
Their trade relationship between Southeast Asians.
Very good. Which southeastern countries are really involved in during the Cholas now? And we are now getting the legacy of that. Means, we are getting the interest out of that trade. Because of the Chola, it is has developed that one.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I have read it, but I am unable to recall it now.
Okay. See, you just almost you have 90% you have correct that Southeast Asian mostly it is your Indonesia and Cambodia.
Sir, I
Okay.
remember the temple name. It is Angarkot temple. Angarkot temple. It is.
So there is a famous Hindu temple
Hindu
in
temple in
Cambodia.
Cambodia.
That is
In
Angkor Wat.
Ang-
Angkor Wat. Which lords it was devoted to? Angkor Wat temple.
Sorry, sir. I will read upon this.
Okay. It was Lord Vishnu.
Okay, thank
Okay.
you.
So Bali is basically has a much resemblance with our Odisha.
Yes, sir.
How? Tell some few lines.
So in ancient period, there is a trade relationship between Odisha and Bali. The Sadhavas were going there, and they come with the goods and service with. They came back and they here presented at Bali Yatra, and people.
Acha. Do you think that because of those cultural ties that our Odisha government or especially or India as a whole, we are getting getting interest of that particular things?
Yes, because last year the Prime Minister went to there and they told about the Bali Yatra relationship with.
Okay. Now the historian says that your Babri Masjid and your Kashi Vishwanath temple. What is the ongoing debate about that one? What historian found regarding your case of Kasi? First, you tell about Kasi Vishwanath temple. Historian says perspective something different, or that is a triplicate between your historians, your ASI, and your our judiciary, or let's say the government of India. What is the issue actually? Historian says that, and what historians? I'm only asking the historian perspective. What they highlight.
I will read upon this.
Okay. Right. What is the famous king in Kashmir? Means those Kashmir Pandit is there who held the Kashmiri Pandits.
Sir, as per I remember Maharaja Hari Singh.
Very good. What was his contribution, Maharaja Hari Singh's?
He signed the instrument of accession during the
Instrument of
accession.
SSR. So he was not properly means giving advice to your late Prime Minister, Mr. Pandit Nehru. Do you think that what is as a historian what you suggest about this one? Was there a fault or something he was deliberately didn't, or else Nehru didn't listen that one?
I will read upon this, the
Okay.
historical point of view.
Okay. Do you think that this Konark temple had it been built so 1 century before, means 1,000 years before, what could be your major changes this one? Konark temple. Who was built Konark temple?
Sir, Langula Narasimha Deva.
Your dynasty?
Sir, it is Ganga dynasty.
Ganga dynasty.
Yes.
Okay. And my question is that which was the period when Konark temple was built?
So it was during 13th century.
13th century. Absolutely
Yes,
correct, sir.
sir.
So had it been built 1,000 years before, what could be the scenario today's time?
It will definitely increase the tourism potential of our state this much.
You think that this Dholavira site,
Yes, sir.
where it is currently now, Dholavira?
Sir, it is currently now in Gujarat.
Dholavira site.
Yes, sir.
Okay, the ASA is working properly there?
Sir, it's not. If they started working properly last
Okay.
year.
Okay, which particular your civilization worked there in Dholavira?
Sir, it is Indus Valley civilization.
Indus Valley civilization. In Haryana also there is something, that place name is? Haryana is also. What is the site's name in Haryana of your Indus Valley civilization, those places?
So that is Rakhi Gadi.
Rakhi Gadi.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Any instrumental thing that highlighted there, that from Rakhi Gadi, that government? Any particular tool that has been highlighted from Rakhi Gadi?
Yes, sir. A chariot.
Chariot.
Yes.
Qutub Minar, you heard it?
Yes, sir.
When it was built?
So it was around 16th century.
Since 16th century. Who was built that one? Which dynasty? Just
So it was built during Sultanate period.
Sultanate dynasty I'm asking.
So I'm unable to recall it now.
Lodi dynasty. Currently also Supreme Court gave an verdict about this, and because of some political sensitivity, Supreme Court doesn't rebuild this one. Okay, rebuild is it this one? What was the actually that you know that one? Being an historian, history optionals, you must have know that one particular. Why Supreme Court was silent over the verdict? Because it may invite the chaos for that one. What was that? You think that particularly?
I should have known that, but I will read about
Okay.
this.
Actually, you want to know something about that?
Yes, sir, definitely.
It was apprehended that these Mughal kingdoms, they might have the first middle line to bottom line has existed from temple, and above line they have sampled, and above that they built up their structures, and mostly the Qutub Minar area is like that, as per the historians. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So, what are the problems behind rural development in Odisha?
So currently there are various problems. Firstly, the unemployment rate, but government of Odisha is also working on it. For example, the Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Guarantee Act, and Odisha government has included 100 more days. And secondly, the women empowerment, that is the Mission Shakti. There is almost 70 lakh women in 6 lakh group. So this much I can recall now.
Okay, tell me one thing. As a rural development specialist, you are a rural development specialist. So, do you think this cadre, Odisha Administrative Service or Indian Administrative Service, is it sufficient, or we need a dedicated Indian Rural Development Service?
So in my opinion, it is sufficient, but we have to we need more reforms in it. For example, increasement of funding is a major issue, I think.
Uh, Funding, lack of funding.
Yeah, yes, sir.
No. In present. Okay, so you are as a block development officer. You are also part of rural development.
Yes, sir.
So, what do you think? Lack of funding is a major hurdle before rural development or any other thing?
So the coordination between the block development officers and the local area representative, the people's representative,
Lack of coordination.
lack of
Any other
coordination.
thing?
Uh,
Rural development, PRI, you are not highlighting the role of PRI. PRI has a prominent role in rural development.
Yes, the constitution has it get the constitutional status in
It
73rd.
gets 73rd, 1991. It should play important role. And women are giving 50% reservation.
Yes, sir.
So women should play a very important role in rural development.
Development.
So what do you think? You are belong to a rural area or urban area?
I belong to a rural area.
Rural area.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
so you can say that what are the actual problem, ground level problem. You can see as yes, these are the problems so that rural area are not being developed.
I have seen this the fund issue, and secondly the coordination issue.
And lack of coordination, shortage of fund. Okay, tell me who provide fund to the PRI? PRI get fund from what sources?
So from central government, from Finance Commission and State Financial Commission.
State Finance Commission. Who constitutes State Finance Commission?
So the state government.
State
State
government.
government.
State government. State government. Okay, so PRI, how many tier it is?
So it is 3 tier.
3 tier. Okay, tell me.
So the Jilla Parishad, the Panchayat Samiti and the Gram Panchayat.
Gram Panchayat. So, is there any forum available where citizen can directly participate in the process of governance?
So in terms of
Citizen, there are 3 tier. Is anything apart from this 3 tier that we found that yes, citizens are directly participating in the process of governance?
Sir, it is Gram Sabha.
Yes, Gram Sabha. Gram
Yes, sir.
Sabha. Okay. So, do you think that PRI 50% reservation to women in PRI, it actually empower the women?
So, in my opinion, the status of women has also increased due to the political participation. But we have to work more on that.
In which area?
So, the decision making, because we are seeing the concept of the Sarpanch Pati.
You are avoiding something. Corruption is a major problem. You are not. You can say no problem. Corruption is there. Rural administration corruption is there, and who is responsible? Say everyone is responsible. Take awareness of people who are knowing, and in PRI level, everyone is know there is corruption. So don't say that there is no corruption. Say yes, there is. But government of Odisha is taking a serious issue against corruption. Okay, if I ask you, yesterday there is Joe Biden has something told about NATO. What is it?
So, I will read upon this.
Tribal women. Okay, tribal women. Tell me, what are the major problems they are facing?
So they are facing many problems. Firstly, the unawareness about the government programs,
Government's lack of awareness.
and in that area there is lack of health opportunities, and mostly, and thirdly, it is lack of communication, better communication
Communication between whom?
between the state headquarters to the tribal area,
Tribal area.
infrastructural communication.
Acha. Any more?
Sir, the education sector.
Education, they are not. Any more?
Sir, this much I think.
Early marriage.
Early marriage. Yes, thank you. Sir.
Recently there is a news in 13 years in Odisha, it only. I think
Yes, sir.
Mayurbhanj. You are from?
I'm from Cuttack.
Cuttack.
Yes.
Mayurbhanj, I think it is in news. I have read that 13, 14-year girls are being married. So there is a major issue
Yes.
before them. Okay, so Cuttack. Cuttack's main problem, cities. What is the main problem before Cuttack town or city?
So firstly, the drainage system,
Drainage system,
and secondly, the traffic system,
traffic problem,
and thirdly, the planning of cities. It is not proper.
on plan,
Unplanned
urbanization.
city. Yes.
Okay.
Sir, this much I
Okay,
think.
drainage is why? Waterlogging. 2-3 points. Why waterlogging in Cuttack every year?
Sir, during rainy season, the before we should work at that point. Government work that point of time only, because when the rainy season starts from August, they started
Okay,
work.
just tell me in point that 1, 2, 3, 4, these are the problems for which we in Cuttack we face waterlogging every year.
Uh,
Practical question I am asking.
yes, sir. But they start work late in the rainy season.
No. Yes, they start means ବର୍ଷା ହେଲେ ଛପର ଦିଆ ହେବ ସେଟା ଠିକ କହୁଛ, but you can say that drainage system is not up to the mark, up to the encroachment.
Yes.
There are many low-lying area when there is river water is upper, so low-lying area, so that is okay, sir.
Good take question ka last from Cuttack. Who built your Bharavati fort, you know?
Yes, sir.
When it was built and by whom?
It was built around 1229 AD.
1280.
1880.
Okay. Who built it?
Sir, I can say the dynasty, Kesari dynasty. The exact name I am unable to recall.
Kesari dynasty.
Yes, sir.
So there is in lots of who is the king name?
I am unable to recall it.
You heard it by name of Maharaja Markat Kesari.
Yes, sir.
He belonged to Somavamsi dynasty. Okay, it was in near about 10th century, 950s around 950s around. Okay, Somavamsi dynasty.
Recently, there is a Odisha High Court direction related to your Bharavati fort. Have you gone through it?
No, sir.
Okay, sir.
Nutraceutical health benefits of millets.
So millets has many health benefits. For example, it is very nutritive and low glycemic index, and it is climate resilient crop.
Nutraceutical health benefits: increase in digestive system well-being, lowering of cancer risk, improvement in muscular system. What do you mean by circular economy? In circular economy, we don't create waste. Suppose someone plastic, we will recycle it. Now, so much waste is generated in the world, so we want to reduce the waste, to reduce pollution. So in circular economy, suppose you have purchased a car, after some time you want to throw it, in that it will not happen. They will change it. The company, Tata company, they will take the responsibility. They will make necessary changes and it will use. The creation of waste will be zero.
Thank you, sir.
That is NPS.
So it is National Pension System.
Actually, any more thing about this?
So the government employee, they work after 2004. They joined the National Pension System.
Yes, that's the old pension system they have stopped.
Yes, sir.
Sengol, you know, Sengol?
Yes, sir. Recently, the Prime Minister was implemented in the new Parliament.
From which dynasty this came? Actually, which dynasty was implementing using this?
So exactly the dynasty I am unable to recall now.
That is Cholo dynasty.
Okay,
And
thank
they
you.
were ruling South Asian Asia from India. They are ruling up to South Asian countries also. They are ruling once upon a time.
You said it before that we have discussed already. That
Yes,
was
sir.
Which country will take presidency of G20 in December 23? Actually, we received from Indonesia.
Yes, sir.
After 1 year income, then it will go to, I think Brazil may take the presidency. Suppose you are posted in as a video in your area, you see that it's drought in some fruits, vegetables. People are not harvesting because the cost of harvesting will not be recovered. So how you will suggest or what measures you can take?
So firstly, I will invest that what the problem actually, why people are not producing that particular vegetables. Then
Actually, there is excess production. So price is very low. So they are even not harvesting. They are throwing it in the field. So what steps can be taken to increase, get some income from that?
so,
Fruits or vegetable.
I will work upon the procurement system. It is-
And also you have to people to be trained to preserve. To
Yes.
suppose tomato or suppose pineapple, there is excess production. People are the price is so low, they don't harvest because harvesting cost all there. In that case, you have to train the people in preservation. Preservation. So many products can be prepared for tomato. Many things can be prepared. So you have to prepare the people. You have to train them how to preserve those things. So they can, ladies can, the units can be established so that we can use those excess uh,
Yes. Thank you.
things. Whose statue was installed in Kartavya Path?
It is Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose.
Yes. FIFA Under 17 Women's World Cup was conducted in which country? Last. FIFA Under 17 Women's World Cup. Last held in which country?
Sorry, sir.
In India at Bhubaneswar.
Thank
Bhubaneswar
you.
also Navi Mumbai.